Hello viewers, welcome to Vidhyalakshmi YouTube channel. So this session we are going to discuss from Geography Chapter 2 Land, Soil and Water 8th standard topic, okay, from Social Science. So let's start with our lesson with a famous quotation given by Jody March, the former governor of Montana, okay. Everything has to do with geography because it is geography, it's study about the earth, you know that very well. So earth consists of rich mineral resources. This is responsible for all our day-to-day activities. So regarding this only we are going to discuss in this particular unit. Okay, first slide explain about the learning objective, part 1. So for our easy understanding, instead of continuously focusing on one particular topic, I made into 3 divisions. So this particular topic discussing about the land, soil and water. This video session we are going to discuss only about the features of about land. So further the subtopic, what are the things we are going to discuss here is number 1 land use, number 2 landslides and number 3 conservation of land. Okay, for a easy understanding I posted one picture here. Next, introduction. As usual, we are comparing the Indian states, one on the southern part and another one on the eastern part, northeastern states. Ramanathan lives in a coastal town of Kerala. He lives in a coastal town of Kerala, you know that very well. It is completely covered with a mountainous region and with rich forests. And goes out fishing with his father while his mother and sister tend to coconut trees and rice field. So here we should be very clear that first it is a coastal town. So what is a important occupation there? Fishing is a important occupation. Apart from the fishing, what are the 2 more sources we are getting through occupation? Number 1, father while his mother and sister tend to coconut. So the Kerala completely covered with a number of coconut trees. So there are 2 type of job opportunity. One is about the fishing. These are all the natural sources. Fishing and another one coconut tree. This is over the southern part of India. Now we are going to focus on the northeastern states. Rima lives in Kulu. The state name is Himachal Pradesh. A hilly area of Himachal Pradesh. She helps her mother in collecting firewood for cooking food, for any type of all our other activities, firewood. And her father goes to work in orchard. Orchard means, example, apple, grapes, these are all the orchard fruits. So in a bunch, the fruits are available in a bunch. So here 2 type of job opportunity. One is about getting the firewood and another one orchard farming. Now we are comparing. Kerala and Himachal Pradesh are both part of India. Both of them located in India. But because they differ, in Himachal Pradesh there is no coastal region. But in Kerala we have coast regions. In the quality of the land is getting differed. Land, soil, water, climate and natural resources. Okay, we are comparing one on the southern region and another one on the northern region. Let us discuss various natural resources like land, soil, water, vegetation and wildlife, their use and their conservation. So I gave both picture. This picture clearly explains about the Himachal Pradesh and this one about Kerala. Okay, so both I mentioned here. So for easy understanding. Next, land. Now we are entering to the topic land. Land is a gift of nature. We know that very well. It is a very important natural resource, covers about 30%. Among the 100%, it covers only 30%. Okay, of the total area of earth's surface. Remaining what is covering, sir? Completely covered with water. 99% of population, just only 1% only remaining in the other region. 99% of population occupies only about 1/3, just 1/3 of this habitable area and rest 2/3 are uninhabited. So it means the people are not reaching that area. Only 1/3 only our human population getting occupied. Next. Further, the features. This uneven distribution of population is due to the following factor. Why this uneven distribution, sir? Some factors. Number 1, steep slopes. Number 1, steep slopes. Next, rugged topography. For easy understanding, I enclose picture. The very next slide indicates about the features. Next, low lying area, often waterlogging. There will be a threat, flood affected area. Okay. Then sandy and desert soil, and finally thick forest, fertile and thick forest. These are all the 5 factors responsible for there is a discrimination in the settlement. Number 1, steep low. Number 2, rugged topography. Number 3, low lying area. Number 4, sandy and desert. And number 5, fertile and thick forest. For easy understanding, I enclose 5 pictures. So easily you can guess, and you can, for easy understanding only I enclose a picture, and you yourself can identify and write down the names for easy understanding. That is why without name I fix the photos here. I think you will be easy to identify. Number 1, it shows the desert. Number 2, forest. Okay, easily we can identify. This one, flood affected area, water logging, steep slope, and another one, rugged topography. Finish. So these are all the 5 slides. Previous slide, it shows about the factors. For understanding, quick understanding of those factors, I enclose the slides here. Next, from our text. How the earth getting separated? Our earth getting separated with the help of 70% water and 30% land. Again, 1/3 are getting habitable and 2/3 are uninhabitable. That 1/3 again separated into 2, classified into 2. Some of the people live in plain and a river valley, and other groups are living in thick forest, desert, high mountainous, sparsely populated. This is why some of the area densely populated and some of the area sparsely populated. For that further we are classifying. Next, 2/3 are uninhabitable. Those areas are rugged land, steep slope, very high snowy mountain and glacier regions. Okay, this is why these regions are 2/3 are uninhabitable. Next, factor determining the land use. What are the factor determining the land use? Various factors: soil, climate, topography, mineral and availability of water. The factors are: number 1, soil, climate, topography, minerals and availability of water. Next, besides government policy, level of technology and human population, it is also responsible for the land use. Also responsible for government policy, human population, and human population alone, it play a major role. That is why we are mentioning here a line also play a role in the use of land. First one is, for example, why there is a policy is getting implemented, sir. Today, this particular variety of mineral is available. By tomorrow, if it is available, we don't know. We don't know how much quantity it is getting deposited. Suppose if we know the quantity, if you are continuously using that particular mineral, there will be a empty. Sure, there will be empty. So there will be, the source will not be available to the future. That is why government implementing the policy. So here you can raise one question. Sir, if government implementing policy, now the source will available, yeah. Instead of wastage, the main aim of the government policy is to reduce the wastage. That is why they are implementing the policy. Next, on the basis of owner, further it is classified into 2. Ownership can be divided into 2 types. One is private and another one community land. One is private and another one community land. These are all the factors determining land use. Next, private land. How can we identify this is private land and this is community land? Private land means owned by individual. Example, our home, kitchen, garden, like that we can present anything. Community land owned by the group and owned by an individual, not owned by the individual, a group, or it belonging to government. For example, community center, club, market. The areas benefiting enjoyed by large number of people, not only one particular family, there will be a number of families. Or far away distant people also can enjoy. Hence, this is also called common property resource. It is also called common property resource. Next, landslides. second feature. First we discussed about the land. Now we are entering to the second subtopic, landslide. Huge chunks of topsoil of the earth slides down. We don't know how much quantity it is, how much weight it is. We can't justify immediately. Number one, landslides. This happen in the hilly. Where it will happen, sir? It can happen only in the hilly areas. When the stability of the slope alter, it is all because of stable and unstable condition, climatic feature or earth due to rotation or any waveforms or any disturbances. If you are artificially or naturally, if there is any changes, now it will occur. Next, it can be caused. Further, it can be caused one or more of the following. Number one, natural causes, and another one, human causes. Natural causes are erosion, groundwater resource. Number one, erosion, and number two, groundwater pressure. That is why due to the heavy pressure there will be a possibility for landslide. Next, and also in that particular area there will be, if more loose soil is available, there will be a possibility. Next, human causes, because of construction and deforestation. Another important reason, construction and deforestation. Next, conservation of land. Number one, afforestation, that is planting of trees. How can we conserve? Okay sir, already damaged. Then how can we safeguard? What are, is there any possibilities, sir? Yes, there is possibilities. Number one, afforestation process, planting more trees. Number two, control of overgrazing instead of creating more pasture land. By creating more pasture land. Next, controlling the activity by using the technology. So why we are using technology here means we are reducing the wastages. That is why often, so many of the people are recommending better you can use new options, that is new technology. Next, regulating the use of chemical fertilizers. Without pesticides we can't cultivate any product nowadays because of overpopulation, and there is many revolution we created. So it is a necessary for us. Instead of pouring more and more fertilizer, better we can use some alternatives by using the technology. Okay. Next, conservation of the land. These are all the steps we discussed: afforestation, controlling by overgrazing, and then controlling activity by technology, and also regulating the use of chemical pesticides and fertilizers. Then it is a lengthy session, it crossed more than 10 minutes. Then we have to do some activity, then only it will be very interest for us to learn. Here, two important activity we want to do. Number one, plant 2 saplings in 2 different areas, in 2 different parts. That parts should keep one at a rich soil and another one consists of sandy soil. Here, water regularly, we need to pour water regularly, but here water after 2 to 3 days, in alternate days. Maybe 4 days, 5 days or weekly once, like that. You need to observe what is happening. Originally what is happening there. Next, create a poster for, you are very familiar. So most of you very interesting in the field of drawing term diagrams. How can we protect our earth from the global warming? That is a activity here. Create a poster on saving the forest. Okay. Then this is also from our textbook assessment. Let us check what topic we discussed. Totally previous part, nearly 12 slides we discussed. From the 12 slides, let me check for the question raised in the particular area, especially the land as well as the landslide. How are Kerala and Himachal Pradesh different from each other? How they are getting different, I told you before. So you guess yourself and you can write. Then how much of earth's surface is covered by land? Very easy question. Then list the factor responsible for uneven distribution of population. 1/3, 2/3. I gave the hint also, you go through. Next, list the various uses for which land can be put into use. Then differentiate between private and community land. Very simple question. Next, on the other hand, another, let's check. What factors are responsible for change in the land use? What are the natural causes of landslide? Third one, list certain activity of humans which can cause landslide. Next, how can landslide be prevented? And suggest any 3 ways by which land can be conserved. Okay, so very easy assessment. everybody can get full marks. It is very interesting subject, you know that very well. Geography, it explain about the natural features as well as it generating, it help us to create ourselves, motivate ourselves to learn more and more things. That is the subject, geography. Okay, and finally we are at the end of the session. I want to say thank you for watching the video. Keep watching our video.